Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Elmira Rahmawati. So today I will talking about mental illness, obsessive-compulsive disorder or OCD. So first is, what is mental illness? Mental illness, also known as mental disorder or psychiatric disorder, refers to a wide range of conditions that affect a person's thoughts, emotions, and behavior. It is characterized by significant disturbance in thinking, mood, and behavior that cause distress or impair a person's ability to function in daily life. Next, so there is some common types of mental illness include, first is depression. Depression is characterized by persistent feelings of sadness, hopelessness, loss of interest, and changes in appetite and sleep patterns. It can affect various aspects of a person's life, including their relationships, work, and overall quality of life. Second is anxiety disorders. Anxiety disorders is conditions such as generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, social anxiety disorders, and phobias. They involve excessive and persistent worry, fear, and distress that can interfere with daily functioning. Third is bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder involves extreme mood swings between depressive episode and manic or hypomanic episodes. Depressive episodes are marked by sadness and loss of interest, while manic episodes are characterized by elevated mood, increased energy, and impulsive behavior. And last, post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD develops after experiencing or witnessing a traumatic event. It can lead to distressing symptoms such as flashbacks, nightmares, avoidance behaviors, and hyperarousal. These are just few examples of mental illness, and there are many other conditions that fall under this category. Mental illness are diagnosed based on specific criteria outlined in diagnostic manuals, like the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders or DSM, or the International Classification of Disease or ICD. But this time I will not discuss some of the example above. This time I will discuss about obsessive compulsive disorder or OCD. So, obsessive-compulsive disorder or OCD is a mental illness characterized by the presence of obsessive thoughts and compulsive behavior. People with OCD experience intrusive, distressing thoughts or images that repeatedly enter their minds, known as obsession. These obsessions are often irrational and unrealistic, but can create significant anxiety or distress. To cope with the anxiety caused by obsessions, individuals with OCD engage in repetitive behaviors or mental rituals, referred to as compulsions. These compulsions are performed in an attempt to neutralize or alleviate the anxieties associated with the obsessions. However, these rituals are typically excessive, time consuming, and interfere with daily activities and relationships. So, common obsession in OCD may revolve around themes of cleanliness, symmetry, orderliness, or fears of contamination, harm, or making mistakes. Some individuals may have obsessive thoughts related to religious or sexual content. These thoughts are unwanted and intrusive, causing immense distress to the person experiencing them. Compulsions often uh, manifest of repetitive actions such as excessive hand washing, checking and rechecking looks or appliances, counting, arranging or rearranging objects, or seeking reassurance repeatedly. People with OCD may also engage in mental rituals such as mentally repeating phrases or prayers to reduce anxiety or prevent a feared event from occurring. OCD can significantly impact a person's daily life, causing distress, consuming a significant amount of time, and interfering with work, school, relationship, and overall well-being. The cycle of obsession and compulsions can become exhausting and may lead to feelings of shame, guilt, or embarrassment. It is important to note that OCD is not simply a personality quirk or a preference for orderliness. It is a mental health condition that result from a combination of genetic, biological, and environmental factors. It is uh, treatable, and various therapeutic approaches are available to help individuals manage their symptoms and improve their quality of life. So, support from loved ones and a strong social support system can also play a crucial role in managing OCD. Understanding and empathy from others can help individuals with OCD feel less isolated and more encouraged to seek treatment. So by seeking professional help and implementing appropriate treatment strategies, individuals with OCD can learn to manage their symptoms, reduce the impact of obsession and compulsions on their lives, and regain control over their thoughts and behavior. So, there is extreme obsessive compulsive disorder too. So, extreme obsessive compulsive disorder refers to severe form of OCD where individuals experience intense and debilitating symptoms that significantly disrupt their daily lives. In extreme cases, OCD can have a profound impact on a person's ability to function and engage in typical activities. People with extreme OCD may experience highly distressing obsessions that are difficult to ignore or control. These obsessions often involve catastrophic or violent thoughts that are inconsistent with their true desires or values. For example, they may have recurrent and intrusive thoughts of harming themselves or others, even though they have no intention of doing so. The distress caused by this obsession can lead to extreme anxiety, fear, and discomfort. Individuals may develop various compulsive behaviors in attempt to alleviate their anxiety and prevent the feared consequences associated with their obsession. These compulsions can become highly ritualistic, time consuming, and disruptive to the individual's life. In extreme cases of OCD, the severity of the obsessions and compulsions can escalate to the point where individuals feel trapped in a never-ending cycle to distress and ritualistic behaviors. They may feel compelled to repeat certain actions and rituals a specific number of times until they feel a sense of temporary relief or a sense of getting it right. However, the relief is short lived, and the cycle begins again, creating a perpetual state of anxiety and distress. Extreme OCD can lead to significant impairment in various areas of life, including relationships, works, and school performance and overall well-being. Individuals may struggle to maintain social connection, hold hold down a job, or pursue personal goals due to the time and energy consumed by their obsessive thoughts and compulsive behavior. So, it is important to recognize that extreme OCD is a serious mental health condition that requires professional intervention and support. Treatment for extreme OCD often involves a comprehensive approach that combines intensive therapy, medication management, and support from mental health professionals. One effective therapy for extreme OCD is exposure and response prevention, or ERP. ERP involves gradually exposing individuals to their obsession triggers or situations that provoke anxiety and guiding them in resisting the urge to engage in their compulsive behaviors. Over time, this can help reduce the intensity of the obsessions and the need of compulsions. In some cases, medication, such as selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, may be uh, prescribed to help manage the symptoms of extreme OCD. These medications can help regulate brain chemistry and reduce anxiety, allowing individuals to better engage in therapy and make progress. So, just like OCD, extreme OCD also requires support from loved ones, and a strong support network are crucial for individuals with extreme OCD. Understanding, patience, and encouragement can provide a sense of validation and comfort, promoting the individual's motivation to seek treatment and work towards recovery. With appropriate treatment and support, individuals with extreme OCD can experience significant improvement in their symptoms, regain control over their lives, and achieve a better quality of life. Early intervention is key in managing extreme OCD and preventing further that deterioration of the individual's mental and emotional well-being. So, what are the factors that cause OCD to be experienced by someone? The exact cause of obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD, is not fully understood. However, research suggests that a combination of genetic, neurological, and environmental factors may contribute to the development of OCD. So here are some factors that are believed to play a role. First is genetic factor. There is evidence that OCD can run in families, suggesting a genetic component. Certain genes may predispose individuals to developing OCD, although specific genes or genetic variations have not yet been definitively identified. Second is brain structure and functioning. Studies have shown that individuals with OCD may have differences in the structure and function of certain brain areas, including the frontal cortex, basal ganglia, and limbic system. These brain these brain regions are involved in decision making, impulsive control, and the regulation of emotions, which are processes that can be disrupted in OCD. Third is neurotransmitter imbalance. OCD has been associated with imbalance in certain neurotransmitters, particularly serotonin, dopamine, and glutamate. These chemicals play a role in transmitting signals between brain cells and are involved in mood regulation and the modulation of anxiety and repetitive behaviors. Last is environmental factors. So, traumatic or stressful life events, such as physical or sexual abuse, significant loss, or major life transitions, may trigger or exacerbate symptoms of OCD in individuals who are already genetic susceptible. However, not all individuals with OCD have experienced such event, indicating that environmental factors alone are not sufficient to cause the disorder. So, it is important to note that while this factor may contribute to the development of OCD, they do not guarantee that someone will develop the disorder. OCD is a complex condition, and the interplay between genetic, neurological, and environmental factors is still being researched. If you or someone you know is experiencing symptoms of OCD, it is recommended to seek professional help from a mental health provider. They can conduct a thorough evaluation, provide an accurate diagnosis, and develop an appropriate treatment plan tailored to the individual's need. Treatment for OCD often involves a combination of therapy, medication, and support to manage symptoms and improve overall well-being. Important point is uh, to note that mental illness is not a sign of weakness or personal failure. It is a medical condition that can affect anyone, regardless of age, gender, or background. Treatment options for mental illness often include a combination of medication, therapy, and support from healthcare professionals and loved ones. So, increasing awareness and understanding of mental illness is crucial to reducing stigma and ensuring that those who are affected receive the support and care they need. With proper diagnosis, treatment, and support, individuals living with mental illness can lead fulfilling and productive lives. So that's all for me. Thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.